friends. Hi. Okay. I have a lot to say, and I tried to record yesterday like 5 different times, and it just didn't work well for me. So we're gonna do it again right now. I want to talk about all the things that were given to me yesterday as far as the divine feminine goes. Um, I'm gonna start with Awakened Warriors, and I'm only gonna start with her because I was so like overwhelmed, not overwhelmed, but it's just another validation or just like 100%. I like, we continue to want confirmation, affirmations, like what are we to do? And that's okay. Okay. Reaching out to the divine and letting them lead is what we are supposed to be doing at this point. Um, we tend to still try to do it our way. Um, and that's like just not working for us. That's why a lot of things are changing as far as what women are doing, the divine feminine is doing, the avenues that they are taking, whether they're going from regular jobs, 9 to 5s, to building their spiritual businesses, going their routes that spirit has guided them. You might be stuck on the methods of how to exactly get there. You do have the vision. You do know that it's what you are here to do, and you can see it, but some of your methods may not be getting that result as of now. Always try to in tune yourself with the divine to make sure your methods are the ones that you should be using, because sometimes we think, this is how we're going to get to the vision that they have given us, but it's not, so try not to be too in control. Sometimes we have that problem. It's hard to get out of that problem. When you are a co-creator, you understand your power to control, or your power to create. Like where you in a sense are in control, but you're not in full control. So just try to remember that. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but it kind of just came. So anyway, she was talking about, and I have to say, I'm so grateful to like be a part of this. I really am so grateful to be a part of this. I know that this journey has been hard for probably all of us on it. The back and forth, the just, I don't know, depending on your gifts, whether you can see, hear the divine reaching out to you, you're back and forth with them, your questioning of this, your journey to the truth, just all of it, like the doubt, the fear, all the emotions and intensity that you would feel for, oh my gosh, and then the shifts, and it would just be one intensity to the next intensity to the, then you would have this calmness, and then just be insane again, and just this ride of vibrations. You literally learned that they are in existence, the lower frequencies to the higher frequencies, things we did not really know or pay attention to, we are fully aware of now. It's still hard for us to be consciously aware 100% of the time. We are not perfect. We are not perfect. But that is the goal, is to fully be consciously putting into creation what you want, as that's your ability. I mean, this is why you have been put upon this path. It's in the divine feminine have to understand their power. We are here to empower, not just inspire, but to empower. To inspire somebody is like, I could become that if I wanted to become that. Like an inspirational story shows you that you have the ability to possibly do what that person did if you put the work forth. Okay. But empowerment is, you already are that. You already have that. You already are that. It's not you can become, you are. So inspirational, or being an inspiration, is not necessarily what the divine feminine are here to do. We are here to empower. We are here to understand our power and how empowered we are through the divine, through source, through our creator, through God, um, and then release that within the 3D, within this world, within the physical. That's what we're here to do. So when she started talking about Princess Diana, and I do have a video down there. When Princess Diana came to me the day of her death, I was sitting on the couch and I was like going back and forth, and I was thinking a lot of the divine masculine, in a sense how, I don't know, it wasn't like fair for the feminine to be, our journey seemed like so much more intense. And not that that is a true thing, that was just my reflection at that point, my 3D, which were later checked by the feminine hierarchy, um, to fully understand like it is our job to stay rooted and just keep being persistent within our own growth. And not just growth, but and progression, of course, but the things that we are building, we need to continue to make that our focal point. I don't think anybody at this point should even be concerned about their masculine anymore. And I'm going to tell you why. You just need to have full trust in the divine that they, at the end of the day, are coming. It is no longer our time to be focused upon them. Stop focusing upon them if you are still there. And I'll tell you why. So, Princess Diana came to me, and I don't know, I got a lot from just how courageous she was, how she was somebody who could teach people, because you could see that throughout her marriage, or that she felt worthless, that she felt this loneliness, like that we all have felt as divine masculine, divine feminine. Probably everybody has felt this, but just this like massive, intense loneliness and worthlessness, as far as her marriage goes, and like her placement within her marriage and all of that good stuff. And so she had a lot of responsibilities, and she carried it quite well, because people didn't really know, at first, but there came to a point where you could just see the pain and the loss and the worthlessness on this woman's face. You can just see it. And that's sad. But then there came a point where she overcame all that, and when they finally like got divorced, like you seen this freedom, she smiled again, like she had her power back. She was then empowered, like in a sense that man took her power away, and then she gained it back throughout her journey. And they didn't like that, how much power she had, how much influence she had with on the people. They really didn't like that, but she didn't give a shit. That was really inspiring to me, and Awakened Warriors like hit on that. Like that's what, but Diane, I guess Princess Diana was coming to her in her dream. So thank you so much for saying that, because at that time that Princess Diana was coming to me, I said a prayer, okay, and I just had asked that I needed all this to be like, I obviously knew my journey. Yes, I know everything is real, okay, but me, stubborn as I am, I wanted like different confirmation. I am used to the angels coming to me, getting verses, and I wanted something that I had no knowledge of, and never heard of before. And so I had been praying for something to come to me. And during this time when I'm watching Princess Diana, it was like brought into me Eliza, Greek goddess. Eliza, Greek goddess. Okay, so at the same time that Princess Diana is on my TV and all, I'm thinking of all this stuff as far as the masculine, and how it's not fair, and like they were telling me, it is fair, and they will be coming to do their work, and that's not my job to worry about it. This Eliza, Greek goddess, came. I looked her up, I couldn't find her. Then I did more research, and she is known as Dido, Queen of Carthage. Okay. Um, so that had confirmed to me, because I had asked for knowledge that I had never known, and I was given this during when Diana was on TV. And then I had looked, Queen of Carthage. There's a whole story I can go into exactly where it was led, but I guess Carthage is where King Solomon's temple. This is what they say. I'm not 100% if this is fact. This is what I was led to see. King Solomon's temple, when they took it down, they had put it and hid it in Carthage, who this was the queen of, who she came to me at the same moment that Princess Diana was like having such a significance upon me as a divine feminine, and realizing like what it is we are here to do as far as empowerment, um, and be that influence as divine feminine. We are really sent here to empower, to give people their power back. That I am presence within us will influence others to understand they have that ability. Um, so it's really important to understand that that is something that we need to be working on 100% as of now. And it kind of just kicked my ass into gear even more, because that's so, I still cannot believe that she said that, it's like confirming my Queen Carthage. I really needed something to come to me. I really needed like a spirit to come to me that I never heard of, that never knew. And like she really just confirmed that for like a second time, even though through all my research, obviously I knew why she came to me, was to make the connection again back to Jerusalem and the feminine hierarchy, or the queens, the daughters, as far as that goes. So Michael, Archangel Michael, is always in the works. I said he came and got me, and this is kind of the situation with her. I remember her saying that like when this all began, she would call out to him because she knew, and he was all I knew. And when you understand that things come to you that you never knew, that's when you really understand how real everything is. Um, so Archangel Michael led me to Archangel Revelations Prophecies 444 in the beginning of my journey. Um, well, within like 8 months of my journey, like into truly understanding this, it was a whole freaking thing before then. And I have a really good relationship with him, as far as he has definitely taught me along my journey, and like helped me so much in understanding what really was at play. And it's just every single day things are just confirmed more and more and more. And so he led me. He was the one who had actually led me to Awakened Warriors. Never seen her. And so he wrote me an email one day and told me to check out her channel. She kind of reminds me him of me, and to maybe connect with her. Okay, so I did. I checked out her channel. I liked her. I subscribed, and she's definitely been on the same wave as me pretty much the whole time. I've actually gotten a lot of synchronicities from messages from my higher self, my Escalin, through her channel. Um, so she yesterday, as she's talking about Princess Diana and confirming my Queen of Carthage and all the way to the temple and all this, straight confirmation. Thank you so much. Sometimes you just need that like realness put back into you to really get back upon your mission, I guess. And I know my mission is always to speak. So that's why I've always said that. My mission is just to talk. I know it sounds like absurd, but as a woman, I guess that's just my mission, is to speak, to just speak my truth and what I know, and help others who are going through, I guess, this whole transitioning period, so to say. Anyway, so she had mentioned before this about September 23rd, and then like the Revelations 12 prophecies, and she didn't know too much about it, so she didn't have enough like research to really speak upon it. If anybody knew anybody good references to give her. And so this is why I'm saying Michael works. Michael is always working with me in my journey. It's so funny. It is so funny. He's so funny. So I'm gonna send this video to you, and then I'm also going to send you Gat's channel, Archangel Revelations Prophecies 444. I'm telling you, as far as the twin, I know she was saying the doctrine, but through my journey, I've always been led back to that doctrine. It's just that that doctrine isn't read correctly. And it is amazing, because I always said some of us are put here to acknowledge that doctrine and bring it to light. Others are put here to like really amp that frequency. It's just different. We each have our different jobs as far as like twins go. the twins go. And my job, one of my jobs is just always to connect scripture because they're just given to me. So that's just what it is. And throughout this journey, I've learned that what is taught upon this doctrine is completely incorrect. And that book is the book for everybody, but the way it is taught is just, there's only certain people that have the ability to truly read that book. And that's the truth. So don't just necessarily push away from doctrine because it wasn't given correctly within society, especially because we're on this level. Um, Always like discernment, and obviously we know that Michael will lead you, because he led me to you and through Gat, and he he wants you to go back to Gat. I promise you this. Go to Gat. That is what Michael wants you to do. And so we're gonna send her this, and then what else did I have to say about? I'm gonna talk about I Am Eve. She's another sister out here who also does doctrine, and along with the twin journey, she has definitely empowered me. I wouldn't even say inspired. We just went through that. She has empowered me. I'm gonna reach out to her. I am so, like, I've been praying in a sense for, I didn't know if I needed to hire like a life coach. I needed to hire somebody to help me with my spiritual endeavors that I want to get going, because I still work and I still have all this other shit that I have to do. But I can no longer put this on the back burner. And that confirmation from Princess Diana through Awakened Warriors, like, just told me I couldn't. So I'm going to get on to, I've been kind of looking for somebody to help me with like what I want to do in the sense of organization and like follow ups and things just that I need to do to build. But it's been really hard for me to find that person because I need somebody that sees my vision, that understands what I'm saying. Like, you cannot help me grow if you don't understand my vision. You know what I mean? And I don't just want somebody to understand my vision, I want somebody to know my vision is true. So I was sent this sister, I really was sent her, because she does have a vision in alignment pretty much with mine as far as that goes. So when I say like this is kind of where I'm going with this, she'll fully understand. Like, I don't have to sit there and explain it. And then you can't get somebody who doesn't believe in what you're saying to help you. And I'm really a stickler. Like, I like to work, but as far as we are not put here to do things alone. As divine feminine, we need to support each other. Do not be afraid to reach out to somebody if you're trying to like get a book out there, whatever it is. Don't be afraid to kind of if you need to hire somebody to help you, like, hey, can you edit this? Can you edit this? Can you edit this? And at the end of the day, you want to hire somebody. You do not want a friend to help you. I mean, make it a business thing. This is like a business, because when you have your friends do it, they could like, okay, well, I'm too busy today, I'll get to it. And then 2 weeks later, they haven't edited shit and now they're slowing you down. No, like, I don't have time for that. I don't have time for anybody to help me who is not, listen, I'm yeah, we can have a friendship, but we're also here to work to make sure each other get to where we want to be. We're not here for bullshit. Yeah, we can have a friendship, a good relationship, but at the end of the day, we're here to conquer our goals. So I kind of need somebody, I won't lie, to hold me accountable, to make sure that I get the shit done that I need to get done in a timely manner, on top of everything else I have to do in my life. And God has brought in this woman to me. So I'm going to reach out to her. And I know she was saying, her last video was kind of saying like her feeling of loneliness. She doesn't have a lot of people to. It can get lonely when you're not surrounding yourself with like-minded people, but this is not what we are here to do at this point. Surround yourself with those like you. Surround yourself with divine feminine who are building. Help each other build, okay? Whether it's like I'll help you do this if you help me do this. I'll edit this for you if you can, put this together for me. Whatever it is, find your partner, the other your PIC as a divine feminine, and kind of help each other, hold each other accountable to do your mission that was given to you. You know, if God's telling us to do something, and sometimes we don't know exactly like which way to go, get another sister that is also being told to do something and help each other get there. You know, that's kind of what the hell we're here to do as far as Divine Feminine. So I'm so glad she popped up on my channel. Like, I don't know, a week and a half ago. This woman is, I think it's so funny what God does, because I've been praying to send me somebody that can help me, that can really help me, that can see my vision. I can't just go out here in the random world and hire a life coach that has no knowledge of twin, the biblical stance that I'm trying to do. Like, you can't help me. You can't help me when I have more knowledge than you. You can't help. You understand? I need somebody who is knowledgeable. Yeah, you might be able to organize things, but you can't help me in the sense of I want somebody to see my vision. I want to create that bond, and I want you to build with me. Like, even if I'm paying you, you're helping me build. I want you to be a part of that. I can't, like, so I'm picky. I'm picky. I'm freaking picky. If I'm gonna work with you, I want to make sure you work. I want to make sure you have a good business sense. I want to make sure all of this, like, this is my shit. This is my empire, and I need help doing it. But I'm not just gonna throw it into anybody's hands. So I had to pray. I really had to pray to send me somebody who can, one, handle me, two, like, relate to me. How can you help me tell my message, tell my story, if you don't understand my struggle? How can you do that? How can you do that? I do have a struggle. Like I said, I had a daughter at 16. You know, I've been in just crazy. Like, my dark night of soul, which didn't even really start till I was 22. Because I did pretty good from 16 to about 22 with going to school, keeping my shit together, like paying my bills. Yep, I did really, really fucking well for being so young. And then it all fell downhill when I met my twin. But that wasn't like on him, that was just part of the damn process. Anyway, so I lost everything, had to rebuild, and I was stuck in a situation where I had nothing for a while, but that was kind of me doing that to myself and not understanding this whole it was just it was God kicking my ass and getting my head into gear, pretty much, to realize my own power. So I just think that God works in mysterious ways, of course, and I'm grateful every day. Like, he's shown me it's time to move. He's brought in a sister to me that can really help me move, and I can tell by her persona and how I can tell everything about her is kind of like me, in a sense, where just like she's passionate and she's got a message, and I love it. And she's been through a lot of the same shit that I've been through, pretty much to the T. And I can tell she's a hard worker and she's organized, and I can tell that she is a woman with power who is here to empower, and that's exactly what I'm here to do. That's exactly what all of us Divine Feminine are here to do. So if you need help, like, implementing your power in this world, get a sister who is here to empower the Divine Feminine. Latch onto each other. It is time to grow and build and get whatever message you need to get across. And don't forget that our mess is our message. So don't ever get into, well, I did so much, I can't really talk about being light because of my darkness. No, bullshit. Our darkness is what gives us our light. That is it. And people in this world need to understand that. And there's so many. I went to this conference yesterday because, like I said, I have been looking for a life coach for a while, and there was a doctor out here that I've been watching for the last 6 months from my area, Chicago. She was a doctor, and then she quit the medical field to start her own business as far as life coach. She just didn't want, she wanted her own flexibility. She's really inspirational as well, and empowering. She is empowering. So I went to a event of hers yesterday downtown just to support her because I really like what she's doing. I watched her go from like no followers to about 8,000 within the last 6 months. I just like how she speaks her truth. So I wanted to kind of go and see like what her services were, but and I just wanted to go to support her because I kind of already knew that I had my sister out here, but I haven't reached out to her. I actually sent her an email. She had mentioned me in a video and said like she could help my channel or whatever. And I had sent her an email like 3 days prior to this, but I sent it to the wrong email. So when she mentioned me, she had no idea that I had already emailed her. And I think yesterday when she was talking She still didn't have any idea that I've already tried to reach out to her to kind of help, not in a sense with counseling. I don't really need just like building. I need building. Let's build. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And it's funny because I'll say like she's so much like me. Find that person that you resonate with, that shares your story, that shares your message, that can really help you build. Because we all are out here, and as much as we're paired with our masculine, and that is the sense of when union comes, that is what we're here to do for each other, like the feminine and the masculine, is like hold each other accountable to make sure each other are doing their part of said mission. Accountability within a marriage is definitely, this is, people don't understand this anymore. Like, I don't even know, a lot of people who get married have no idea what it means to, like, I don't know, but I guess like takes a long time to learn this shit. Like, I guess we just get married too young. It's like by the time you learn this, you're like almost ready to go. Life is a never ending battle. I don't know, or a never ending learning session for sure. I just feel, I don't know. I've never, I've always had that, like, not fear of getting married, like not a fear. I don't have a fear of getting married. I just believe in marriage one time, and I always knew that I wasn't ready to be somebody's wife. I was very honest with myself in that sense, like I'm not ready to be your wife, or maybe just haven't came to that, like, and that's what the divine feminine is doing, and that's what, like, when you speak of Eve, like she is the wife, and that's what we are building. Like we are building those principles. Eve, that I am Eve, she really talks about those, and that's really been helping me. Is like, and I need to focus on building those divine feminine principles, as a wife, regardless if your masculine's here. It's this is your one-on-one connection with God. God put you here as the image, as that wife, as that mother, and you are to build yourself to His imagery and His creation that He push you here to be. And that's kind of the process of what we're doing in sense of building. And I really like her aspects on that. So it's not so much about the masculine right now. It's really about the fem. And I mean the masculine, yeah, for the masculine, it's about the masculine, but for the feminine, it's not. Stop worrying about that right now. It's time for you to build. I kind of have said this on my channel, but like since the eclipse, especially since like she gave me that, I can't believe that she gave me Michael's so funny. I still can't believe that she's the one that confirmed my Princess Diana, my Queen Carthage, that led to the Jerusalem, the tower hidden in there, and also the sovereignty, because the Queen of Carthage was a sovereign. She fled from Tyre, and then she hustled this land. She pretty much hustled the king out of land and created a whole magical, magnificent empire of a kingdom for being a hustler and just having her power as a woman. Seriously, this is what this queen did, and this is what we're supposed to be doing. Like, use your gifts. That is your hustle. Use your gifts. Your gifts are here to provide for you. Our gifts are here to provide for us. Understand, we are supposed to be putting our gifts into play. I want to go into divination tools, but I'll do that on the next video, because Awakened Warriors also kind of what is it, confirm something for me, but it kind of went a different route as far as divination tools. But like as a whole, I want to get into it. It's good. What else do I have to say? I'll get deeper into Queen Carthage and my thing in the next video. This is getting a little long. I know sometimes our attention spans. Woohoo! So you guys have a great Sunday. Have a great Sunday. Hold yourselves accountable. Okay, if you can't hold yourselves accountable to do your spiritual mission, get a sister out here who can, because it's hard to have somebody hold you accountable when they don't understand that spiritual sense. They don't get it. They'll call you crazy. You can't have people, you need people around you who see what you see, who are gonna go get what you want with you. And this is why we're here and we're talking. This is why the divine feminine are here, are talking. We're here to bring light to everybody, but we're here to support each other. Like, God wants His children to be the support system for each other. That's the truth. That is the truth. Divine feminine should support divine feminine. You know, we build together as the collective. Divine masculine support the divine masculine, build together, come together. If your teacher is, and I'm so happy because I've always said this, like with this I am Eve, I'm so happy that she finally like talked or brought her channel a different way, because I've really been searching for a woman who has incorporated biblical with the twin flame thing. And the only one out here who I've really resonated with, who 100% will never, he's my teacher, 100% always going to go to, but he's still masculine. Like, I needed that woman aspect to kind of run with, you know what I mean? So God answers prayers. I'm telling you guys, my prayers are always answered. Always. Throw them up to him and just do not doubt. Give it to God, give it to the divine. The divine are sitting right here next to you. As your divine feminine, you reach out to your sisters, understand that you have your teams, you're putting your teams together, like you're going, this is just what it is. Work together, build together. All right, guys, I love you, divine feminine. Love, love, love. I might do a reading later. I might post like 2 videos sometime today, short ones. We're gonna get back on this. All right, much love, guys. Happy Sunday.